In the last 3 months, I've conducted well over 1,000 meetings with prospective aspiring board directors. Some quite experienced, but for the most part, people came to me who were starting their board careers or had only maybe one or two board seats on their profile at this point. And I give these complimentary board career assessments to help people in terms of finding their true pathway, identifying opportunities, and potentially connecting them with roles in the Tiger board search practice. What I've found right across the board after 1,000 plus meetings is that the vast majority of people are coming to these calls grossly underprepared. Now, if you want to serve at the highest levels of the business, if you want to serve as a board director, you are a potential brand ambassador, you're serving, above the board of, above the executive leadership team, you're setting the strategic direction for the business, you will be managing all the risks, the fiduciary legal requirements that you need to take on board as a board director. So if you're going to come to a meeting with a board search consultant and discuss your board career and the value that you bring to a boardroom, you must come to that meeting prepared. I am seeing a whole raft of issues, and it's not just every now and again, it's right across the board. I'm seeing people turn up to these meetings incredibly casually dressed, obviously in casual, often exercise clothing. That is not the right way to turn up to a meeting where you are presenting yourself as a future board director of a company. The next issue is people are turning up to these meetings with no preparation in terms of what is their value proposition, what are they bringing to the table, what types of board roles would they be suitable for, and they're coming to the table with a little bit of attitude around, they just don't even want to really fully talk about their experience. And then when you meet someone who comes to the table and they're just right on message, hi Kylie, some rapport is built, and they've, had a look at my profile in the market, understand where I sit in the equation, have looked at my board search practice website, had a look at how I operate. And then they come to the table with clear messaging on where they could add the most value, why they want to serve on boards, what would be the perfect next board seat for them. When you meet someone like that, they immediately impress you. And you want to help them, you want to place them into boards on your network. Whereas when you're meeting people who are coming to the table, having done a jog with the sweatpants on, with the caps on, and not really sure what you do, Kylie, where do you fit in the equation, haven't bothered to look at the website, and just having no clarity on their skills, qualifications, and almost an abrasiveness about, being asked, have you done a company director course? When are you planning to do a company director course? Oh, well, why do I have to do that? We can't go through, nth degree explaining everything to some people, but, I'm really quite perplexed and a little bit shocked, and I've done a pretty big straw poll, 1,000 plus candidates in recent times, and the quality, the clarity, the key messaging is not there. So there's a lot of work to be done. And that's not to say that the people on these calls were not valid candidates, that they didn't have quality experiences, and that maybe they couldn't be coached or mentored to become board ready. But there's a lack of board readiness. And, you've really got to do some hard yards before you start to engage with corporate headhunters, board search consultants, and so on. They're really the last people you go and meet with. Once you've got your game plan, got your story right, got the clarity around where you add the most value in the boardroom setting, and have the confidence to talk about these matters in a really sophisticated and professional way. So I think the key theme from this video today is you've got to get board ready, and you've got to get your house in order to a certain extent before you embark on discussions with corporate headhunters in the board recruitment space, because you only get one chance to make a great first impression.